Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds, hang out with this nerd.
Nerdarchist Dave.
And today we want to introduce you guys to the Scarlet Sisterhood of Steel and Sorcery. Hey guys, jump down the description below where you can find Nerdarchy, the newsletter, game weekly tips, as well as learn how to game with Nerdarchy.
So what are we talking about today?
Well, we're going to do kind of a recap, promo, trailer, whatever you want to call it. So I just recently started a new game. It's actually a reboot of an old game.
Well, the first session of that game had some serious, sound and video issues, right?
Yeah, it was totally fucked. To put it in layman's terms, a while back in like August or September, we had tried putting together a lady gamer group. And we had 3 players. One of them dropped out before the game actually started. We did a little bit of a session 0. We recorded, and that was okay. And then we actually went to the first session of the game, and one of the players, it was either their mic or their internet was totally boned, and it pretty much just ruined the video, and made the game really tough. It was very unfortunate. But when you're dealing with technology, these things happen.
Absolutely.
So then the holidays happened, life happened, and we just never really got around to restarting that game. So we believe we got all the tech issues finally worked out, and Wednesday night we finally ran. We're gonna call it session 1, and we kind of just touched on what happened in the previous session half. 2 of our staff writers and one of the fans are in this game. We got Meagan and Samantha are both staff writers, which have been contributed to Nerdarchy. Some great stuff over there on the website. And we have Vex. So Vex is playing a gnome illusionist wizard.
Nice.
And Samantha is playing a half-elven barbarian.
Always cool.
And I believe totem. Because, why not?
You got to go totem.
Right. Unless you delve into the UAs. We're just going to say, like, the Berserker doesn't exist. and then Meagan is playing a halfling bard of valor.
Nice.
Riding a mastiff. But, like, she's, like, basically, like, during the game, she would ride the mastiff up to the conflict and then vault off it and send it away. Because the mastiff has, like, 5 hit points. So I might have to do something and upgrade the mount just so that she can use it more and don't have to worry about it getting squished all the time. Either that or it'll be like, here's Fluffy number 73. Well, actually, Monty. Monty is the name. So essentially, the name of the game, if you guys want to look for it, because session 1 is up, and right now it looks like we're probably going to be running it weekly. And by the time this video goes up, who knows, we may be doing...
Session 2 might already be up.
Session 2 might already be up. But it's the Scarlet Sisterhood of Steel and Sorcery. And I've decided I'm actually going to make this an order within the NAG.
Oh, nice.
So it's going to be a sisterhood. It's of basically like a sorority that's within the NAG itself. I've been formulating some plans for the story behind it.
Okay.
And, and I also want to do something with it. I haven't introduced it to the game yet, but I want to do something where they each have a brooch. And there's a ritual that they kind of go through to create the brooch. And I was thinking about using, like, some blood magic.
Ooh, nice.
To make it and give it some, like, minor magical properties. So, like, I want to have to retcon a little bit of that because it kind of came about afterwards. Like, the original game, I was, like, calling it Steel and Sorcery, but it seems really generic, and
right.
I wanted to do something a little bit more with it. So what I'm probably going to do, guys, is it's going to be, like, Session 1, the Scarlet Sisterhood of Steel and Sorcery, and then it'll be, like, Session 2. Like, there won't be any cool, fun names for the individual sessions, just because I don't have enough space in my title, and that's, like, really long anyway. Right. And then also, I think if I do it that way, too, it'll kind of be easier for you guys to find the sessions. And I'll start a playlist, and in that playlist I will put the session 0 that doesn't have Megan in it, and the session 1, which is horrible, that you can watch at your own risk if you want. If you really want to punish yourself for something.
It had a lot of views real quick. It
did. It got like 9,000 views or something like that. Ridiculous. But I'm sure they all watched for an average watch time of 30 seconds. So that part was really bad. So the premise of the game was, in our session 0, one of my players, Vex, she decided, like, it would be cool if it involved troglodytes. For whatever reason, she wanted a game involving troglodytes. And I'm like, you know what? I think I can do something with this. And I had some ideas. And I've already introduced a little bit to Griffingaff, our current campaign, where there's this new drug, and it's got two different names, right? It either goes by Musk or it goes by Stank. And what it is, it's like, so the idea, they take these like almost like hollowed out porcupine quills, probably with the barb cut off, and they're like wax sealed on either side, and it's got a plunger, and they just kind of like inject them. So it's like our world's version of heroin. And it's called Stank or Musk because when someone's high on it, they exude this
troglodyte musk.
Pretty much. It's a watered down version. It's not as bad as that, but yeah, they stink. When they get high on it. One of the side effects of being on musk for a long period of time is if you don't continually get a fixes upon it, you'll eventually mutate into a troglodyte.
That's a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem. So in that first adventure that really isn't watchable, they're essentially, they've come from Drellic, the kingdom of Drellic, and they're trying to track down this guy that goes by the name of Monarch, and he's the Monarch of Musk, and he's the one that's manufacturing. They don't know why he's doing it, but he's selling it. He's dumping it on the local populations and getting them hooked on this stuff, and then you end up with troglodytes. When they go through this one road town, village, even it's not even a town with no name, they stop. They stop at an inn for the night to rest, and at some point, the peasants, the commoners, start mutating into troglodytes. And they actually did a really good job in the adventure of capturing them and not killing them. Once they realized that they weren't really monsters, but they're victims. And then they established that someone had tampered with the casks of ale. And so now they already know they're tracking their quarry, and then he was definitely here, and now he's doing something that he hasn't done before, because he literally just basically dropped a bunch of poison on these people and left, and they have no idea why, and from there, then it proceeds to the next adventure, which you guys can check out on the channel. Now because it's up on the channel, and that video is definitely very watchable. There was a piece that I didn't use that I'm not going to tell you guys about, just because I don't want it to spoil what's going on in the adventure, so you guys can go check it out. But Ted's like, "Oh, you have unused material. You should let it out into the world." And maybe I will do it later. Maybe I'll do like weekly wraps or something with the girls if they're interested on a live chat, and we can talk about the game as the game progresses and moves on. Right now, the characters are all level 6. And really, we're just, like I said, we only had the first real session, and it's just getting started. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Some shenanigans happen. There's definitely Samantha is definitely kind of bloodthirsty.
Well, she's playing a barbarian, so
yeah. But I think she's bloodthirsty. I don't know about the barbarian. Because there's definitely instances when the barbarian is freaking crazy, like doing stuff like, charging an ogre by themselves. And other times we're like, no, I'm not going in there. So it was like this weird dichotomy, but it was a lot of fun. I had fun with them, and they were great players.
Well, it sounds like it was great. I'll have to actually go check it out so I can see what's all happening in and around Griffingaff.
Yeah, so 7 p.m. Eastern time is what we're shooting for on Wednesdays for the foreseeable future until I go back to work, and then who knows what will happen. I want to keep the game going even after that. It just depends on the schedule might change is all. So guys, if you checked it out, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. If you're going to watch it, let me know. If you have any ideas that you want me to do to them, you can throw that in the comments too. But while you're there, like, share, and subscribe.
You can check us out over on nerdarchy.com.
So until next time,
stay nerdy.